Howdy, friends. Welcome to another edition of Lonesome Pine Losers. I'm your host, Triple JEG3, and today we head up Route 460 to the county seat of Tazewell County. Newly hired head coach Seth Padgett has hit the ground running and hopes to lead the Bulldogs to a successful 2025 campaign. Coach Padgett was kind enough to sit down with us here on the show. Let's take a moment and hear what he has to say. We want to welcome Coach Seth Padgett, who is the brand newly hired head coach of the Tazewell Bulldogs. Coach, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
Coach, you're a brand new hire. Last year you were at Patrick Henry, and this year you have transitioned up the road there a little ways to Tazewell County. Tell us a little bit about your season at PH last year, even though that's not pertinent to Tazewell. Talk about your season there.
Yeah, well, we were 6-6. We were injured, really for most of the season, but our kids never quit, and they fought hard. We won the first round game, and then we lost in the second round in the region semi. So, I was really just proud of those kids, because they never quit.
Yeah, having injuries is hard, man. In a small school, people don't realize small school football, man. You get a guy hurt, and that is just throwing a wrench in the work. So kudos for the kids for not giving up there. Well, Coach, tell us about Tazewell. How have things gone this summer? How's the transition been?
Let's see. So I've been here since March. I was hired March the 8th. I started teaching here April 7th. So I've been here now almost 4 months, and it's been great. This is a football-hungry place. Kids are great. The fans are great. Parents are great. So it's been very, very smooth. It's a great school. And the summer, we've had anywhere from, I think they dressed 33 last year. We had our first day of our camp yesterday. We had 44. So
that's a good number, Coach, for the first day.
It's a very good number. They hadn't dressed 40, I don't think, since like 2015. So, it's a new system. So trying to teach that, it's went really smooth. Kids are smart. So I guess we'll see.
Talk to me about philosophy there. Is there a big difference in philosophy from what the players have been used to than what you're bringing in, Coach?
Well, they were air raid last year, and they had a kid who threw for 3,000 yards. And I'm more the ground and pound style, shotgun double wing. So that has been different. Kind of worried me at first, but they have bought into it. And they love it. We're really big up front. We'll probably average about 300 across the front.
That's big.
Yeah, it's big. Got some pretty good skill guys too. They can run. It's just where they've been used to throwing the ball so much. This has been a change for them. But like I said, it's went really well. Defensively will be kind of the same. So that's not really been anything there. So. Weight room, they were a weight room team. They had a good foundation with that. And that was my biggest thing. So that's been really, really smooth. So, they have bought in.
Sounds like the culture, there was already a pretty good culture in place there. It's just a matter of just kind of shifting philosophies, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they were, they had made playoffs, I guess 6 of the last 8 years. They were 5-6 last year, but yeah, I mean, really good foundation here. And you got really good backing here. You got a lot of support. And that's a big thing, Vince.
No, absolutely. No, listen, the people identify with the school, and I would say that the first thing that most people identify with is the football team. Now, there's other teams that are important, and they love them, but most people in Southwest Virginia identify with the football team. So yeah, that's super important. Now, of the 40 kids or 40 some odd kids you're going to have out, are you going to be able to field lower level teams like a freshman team or a JV team?
Yeah. So they haven't had a JV team here in the last few years, so that's a goal. As of right now, I think we will have a JV team. We do have a middle school team. We've got they've been coming all summer, 25 to 30 kids. The youth league is ran really great here, and I think that's huge. So like I said, that's where foundation starts, and that was kind of all kind of set in stone already.
That's super important, Coach, and that's like you say, that's hats off to the community, because
Oh yeah,
for those programs for the younger kids, more often than not, that kind of falls on the community to prop those up. Were you the only new hire as far as coaching staff? Were you able to bring any coaches with you? Is the staff still intact?
yeah. So I didn't bring nobody with me. The one guy that I was going to bring with me, he got my job at PH.
Gotcha.
So I lost one guy, and then I hired one new guy, who was a teacher in the school. So I think I've got 8 assistants, and 6 of them actually teach at the school.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
that's the big thing too. So
Having guys in the building is important. That's super important.
yes.
Well, Coach, talk a little bit about your schedule this year.
Well, so we got a week 1 bye. So, that kind of stinks, but we got a tough schedule. Vince, we start off with Pulaski County, who's 3A, and then we play Grayson County, who was in the state finals last year. And then you got district-wise, the Southwest is tough. Virginia High, Lebanon, Graham, obviously. And I said that first. Graham, I think they've won 3 of the last 5 states. So the schedule is tough, but like I said, I think our kids are going to be ready. And if they just keep on working like they are, then I think we should be fine. But like I said, our schedule's tough. So
Yeah, that's it. Always a challenge. So when people show up to Tazewell, or if I flip on the video and I see your team play this year, what are your aspirations? What do you hope to roll out there on Friday night when you guys show up to play? What are your aspirations for your team?
well, for them to be very disciplined, and that's a big thing for me, Vince, and I think that should be for all coaches, but just to be disciplined, being very fundamental, in all 3 phases, and playing hard on every snap. So
Yeah, there's a lot to be said for that, and people don't understand and realize how much goes into every Friday night. When you got a bunch of 16, 17, 18-year-old kids on the team,
right.
from one day to the next, it's kind of a roller coaster. So hopefully by Friday night you get that thing shored up and you get the hay in the barn and you can roll out there healthy and everybody can play to the whistle. Well, Coach, we are so glad to have you on the program here, and in the off season, I'm going to have Lonesome Pine Legends. So I'm going to get your dad on here, and if you want to join us for that one, that would be wonderful.
I'd love to.
And we're going to try to get this thing just where people can get a little bit nostalgic and remember, the way things have been.
Vince, us St. Paul guys, we got to stick together now.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. By all means. We want to thank Coach Seth Padgett from the Tazewell Bulldogs. We want to wish all the good people there in Tazewell and Coach's team the best of luck this season. Coach, thanks for having you on the show. We want to have you on back again as soon as we can.
Thank you, sir.
We want to thank Coach Seth Padgett for taking time to stop by the program today. Friends, thank you so much for being here. We'd love to have you like and subscribe and come back and see us again. This is Triple JEG3 saying we'll see you on the flip-flop.